What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. We're here today for another episode of MUT Mailbag. If you guys are unfamiliar with the series or just new here to the channel, this is something that we drop usually once every week or so. I use that term loosely. That we're going to just answer all the questions from you guys, the community. So thank you to everybody that continues to submit questions for this series. It will go as long as you guys want it to go, as long as you guys got questions to ask. I'm here to answer them. If I don't get to your question in this episode, I apologize, but we kind of cap it around a 20-minute video or 20-minute episode. Just save your questions for the next episode. Again, we'll try to do this once a week, and let's get on into it. So here we go. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Now we got the questions on our screen. Again, thank you to everybody that submitted questions. Let's get to them. Are we going to see legends like John Elway and Peyton Manning? I would hope so. I don't know. It seems like there are quite a few names out there of legends who we've seen get cards in past years, and it's a little strange that they, to this point, haven't received a card yet. You know, Terrell Owens stands out to me. I'm starting to lose hope that, you know, he's not going to get a card, but we'll have to wait and see. That's all I can really say. With a guy like Elway and Peyton, though, when you think about those two, immediately thought to me is they both won Super Bowls. Could we see them in the Super Bowl promo, which we know is going to be upcoming in about a month or so? So maybe that's going to be their best bet. Ultimate Legends, of course, could be an option as well for guys like Peyton and Elway, but we'll see. I really don't know. Thoughts on a potential Spongebob promo coming in Madden in general? I think they'd be doing stuff with the playoffs instead of Spongebob. You guys have to understand, a lot of this community, I don't think, understands this. The SpongeBob thing, if you saw it yesterday, EA teased out something SpongeBob Madden related. It's more than likely going to be for the yard. I don't think a lot of people understand that this probably has nothing to do with MUT. I wouldn't get all worked up about it. Companies brand things different ways and target certain audiences, and there's a connection with Nickelodeon and the NFL for the playoffs. Obviously, NFL has a big say in what happens with Madden because they license it out to EA. It's just a collaboration, probably to get a younger audience into the game. It's more than likely going to be for the yard. For all of you guys who are hardcore Ultimate Team players, don't stress yourself up about this stuff. It's not that serious. Maybe we get some uniforms in Ultimate Team. That would be pretty cool. But this is more than likely something for either Superstar KO or the yard, and I wouldn't really worry about it too much. My guy Skull Crusher says, hope you had a great holiday. I did. Thank you, Skull Crusher. Thanks for everything you do, and use code POP. So no question there, but yes, use code POP. I appreciate that, Skull Crusher. Do you have any idea why EA won't unlock jerseys and stadium chemistries? Also, everyone use code POP while buying points. So I've said this across multiple episodes. I don't think it's designed for us to be able to put chemistries on uniforms and stadiums. And I want to say I don't think it's designed right now, but I'm starting to get the feeling that it's not going to be that way all year round. I don't know why. Maybe because chemming things up is already a little OP. They toned it down this year with nerfing Coach Madden and taking away some of the chemistry boosts that team chemistries gave. Like, you could remember, you could do like Eagles passing and make Mike Vick literally a pocket QB with the scrambler speed. They've nerfed chems this year, and I think this is just part of it. It's funny because I thought maybe they did this. They don't want people to get higher overall cards way too quick, but the regular overalls without chems are really, really high very early, in my opinion, this year. So maybe that debunks my idea or thought of what that was all about. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen. And at this point, I'm not optimistic that it will. Any predictions on who could be the playoff master? I'm going to be dropping a video. The plan is later today. Today should be a 2-video day, barring any content that we actually get in the game. But I do plan on dropping a playoff prediction video, giving you my thoughts on players that I think could possibly get cards for the playoff promo, so stay tuned for that. Do you think you can do like the 50 giveaway, because the promo just ended and I think it would be cool? Are you asking me, can I give away a 50 card? Probably not. I'm not going to do that. Your best chance to win giveaways through me, of course, is always tuning into Madden Live. And we have one of those Madden Live streams tonight on my Twitch channel. My Twitch channel's right here. If you're not following me, make sure you do turn those notifications on. But I will be live, Madden Live, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. We'll have drops and giveaways for that. But yeah, I can't give away cards directly from my account because technically that's against terms of service, and I am not going to be doing anything that breaks terms of service. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. But we do like gift card giveaways on my Twitch channel as well. So that's usually going to be your best bet. First off, why don't people use people use code POP? I don't know, Snyder, but they should. Second off, I got a job. Oh, let's go. Snyder's a frequent visitor of the stream, and unfortunately he got laid off, but he found a job. That's a W in the chat for him. Do you have a prediction for this surprise promo that's coming sometimes this week? Use code POP. So I don't think it's a surprise promo. My guy Roboto tweeted out something, and let me find the tweet. There's a chance that these secret cards that EA, basically they're on the MUT database, and it looks like if you upgrade from a standard version to a superstar version, you might get these cards. So I don't know if that's the surprise content, but that's 91 Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, and Sean Alexander, 90 overall. You see their MUT 21 rewards. But if you look at EA's title, this is just happening as I'm recording this. If you look at EA's title for Good Morning Madden this morning, it says content is coming later this afternoon. So whatever that happens to be, if it gets teased on GMM, we'll be dropping a video when that content comes out. And literally that just happened as I was looking up this tweet and I was recording this video. So we'll get back to the questions, but that could be the surprise that we're looking for. We'll see. Think we are going to get any new content this week besides Legends? So obviously I just addressed that one there, but hopefully playoff promo comes Friday. And Kralo basically said this week was going to be light in content, so I'm not expecting much. I think everything will kind of revamp next week and we'll start to get stuff. Do you think Asante Samuel will get another card? I might invest in his Team Diamond. I do. I don't know when. He could get a Super Bowl card. I mean, he won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. He could get a Legend card because they're reusing a lot of the Team Diamonds right now for Legends as we roll into Ultimate Legends. So I think the chances are pretty high. And obviously, as an Eagle fan, I'm rooting for that one. Is Andre Johnson ever going to be a useful card? I think it's stupid that both Level Master and MUT Master are basically useless. Maybe at the very end of the year, but I definitely agree. I thought last year Torrey Holt was pretty usable throughout the entire year because he had good speed, good route running. He could get good chemistries. Andre Johnson, not so much. That card isn't even good enough to be on my no money spent squad. It's just not a good card, and I think it's just because of his physical abilities. It was good to get him back in the game. I'm happy, but he would have been better off used as a legend and not as a master card, but it's a free card. So I'm going to hold my complaints there. MUT Master, I don't think it's useless. I think Sam Mills is still a pretty good card, and there's a lot of people that still use him, but I definitely get your point of view on the Andre Johnson. It's a useless card in my opinion as well, but I think there's a lot of people out there that probably love or use that card a lot. How do you think EA is going to manage with being so behind on all these promos like Team of the Week, Team of the Year series updates? Honestly, on those, I wouldn't consider them being behind. Team of the Week was purposely held back because we had Zero Chill. Team of the Year doesn't come out until middle of January normally, so technically they're not behind. Will it maybe be behind a couple days? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Series update, I'm a little surprised it's taken this long for them to switch to Series 4, but that could just be more so bad planning. But I don't think they're that far behind. Not as far behind as it sounded right there in your question. Do you think we will see an Andrew Luck card this year? I'm going to go out and say no. Maybe. I could be wrong, but my first thought is no. The only reason he got a card last year is because he retired, and basically there's a certain time period where a player from when he retires to when he's retired, if that makes sense, from when he makes his announcement till when it's official, where he's still part of the NFLPA and EA still has rights to that player. They may have not signed him on this year. So I'm going to just say no. He probably won't get one, but you never know. When do you think Delvin Cook gets an upgrade? I'm going to drop official Team of the Year predictions eventually, but I could definitely see Delvin Cook being a Team of the Year card. Team Diamond 2 predictions. That's way too deep to get into to predict a bunch of them. What I would hope to see with Team Diamonds 2, and I wouldn't expect that till maybe February, is a bunch of new, legend type names. They don't have to be the big legends that we all know and love, but kind of what they did last year, the smaller names that are, big players to that individual fan base. If they do that type of theme, same thing they did with Team Diamonds 1, I would be happy with that, but I don't think we see those until about, February. Will Peyton Manning get added to Ultimate Team, and will franchise finally hold a record playoff stats? I don't play franchise, I don't know much about franchise, so I can't really answer that one. For your first question, Peyton Manning, we talked about that earlier. I could see him being part of the Super Bowl promo, but we'll see. Hey, Pop, love what you're doing. Thank you, William. Do you think AB will get a hero playoff card or Brady? I mean, the Bucks are in the playoffs, so they're probably going to get some upgrades there. It would be nice to see AB get a card. I'll go out on a limb and say they're going to give him one for the playoffs. I don't know who will get the hero, but I think we'll probably see an AB playoff card. That would be pretty cool. When Series 4 comes out, we're supposed to get a 91-92 and a 93-94 power-up pass, but for most teams, these would be useless, so what power-ups could we see at level 70 to 80? Yeah, that's a good question. It seems like power-up passes are far, far behind from the current kind of high overalls in the game, and I'll be honest, 93-94 might be the highest one that we see as part of Series 4. People, I think, are going to be unlocking the higher ones based off their daily objectives rather than through leveling up, but we'll see how EA plays it. We're definitely behind. Please address the auction house bans again. I was banned on October 16th, but broke no rules. I use the companion app a lot, and I think the algorithm is flawed. Because of that, EA never sent me an email explaining why I was banned. I appealed, and they upheld the ban, never told me what they thought I did. So I get this question a lot, and this is what I'll say. I've already reached out to EA about this. I've already expressed and explained what I think caused it. I don't have any pull at EA, guys. Well, I can't make decisions, and I think a lot of people in the community, and I'm not like saying this to you directly, Chris, it's just to everybody, because I get a lot of tweets. I've had people talk about me because of this situation. I went to EA, I explained what's happening and why I think it's happening, and because of the companion app, people are getting banned for overusing it. And you're right, I do think it's something that's automated. Something triggers it, right? And then that sends out the bans. It's not somebody at a computer pressing a button saying ban him, ban him, ban him. And all I can recommend is going to eahelp.com, ea.help.com. Looks like you did and didn't have any luck. I'm sorry. I don't make decisions at EA. All I can do is submit my feedback to EA. Sometimes they change things. A lot of times they don't. I'm just like you guys. Luckily, I do have a little bit of a more direct line to them, so I can reach out to a couple people here and there. But that's as far as it goes. I give my input, my thoughts, my concerns, and then the decision is done from there. It's the same thing Kralo tells you guys. He knows everything that we hate about this game and this game mode and what's going on and what we want. All he can do is give it to the team, and it's their decision to make. It's not his. It's definitely not mine. If Kralo can't do certain things, don't think I can. All I can say, guys, is I expressed complaints for you guys, all of you that got banned. It frustrates me that it happened because I have a no money spent account that I've definitely slowed down my companion app usage just to protect myself, but there's nothing I can do, and I feel bad, but you guys have to understand, I'm just a YouTuber making videos, and all I can do is give my thoughts and opinions to EA. I can't change their minds or change their formula or change the way their business works. Has EA or Kralo said anything of the Nat 95 Cardinals player that will be available to pass in power up with training? I'm not sure about that one, Kyle, and that is a pretty good question because I did not do those solos, and I would love to get that Patrick Peterson card, but obviously I'm going to miss out on it because I didn't do the solos, and I am hoping that there is going to be some type of training bypass, but they haven't said anything yet, so hopefully that is something that happens. I would really hope that it does so I can power up that Patrick Peterson on my no money spent squad because it looks like it'll be a solid card. Our golden tickets coming out this year. My first Madden was 20, and I'm not sure if every Madden occurrence. So golden tickets disappeared for a little while. Thanks to Gut Fox, they came back last year. Big W for the community. We don't know if they're coming back this year. I hope so. I thought they were a big success. I love the way that they were designed. We just don't know, but I really do hope so. What do you think the next level cap will be? Well, what are we at right now? We're at, wrong button again, we're at 70, so I would guess it's going to be 80. What is the best way to build a theme team? Video coming on that very soon. You guys hit a like goal, and I said I would make that video, so that is going to be coming very soon. When do you think the new series will come out? Probably next week. I really need an upgrade at running back. I only have 400K. Who do you think are the best options? For running back, honestly, Saquon Barkley is still very viable. Kamara's going to be too expensive. Bo's going to be too expensive. Derrick Henry, especially if you're playing on next-gen Madden, Derrick Henry is almost unstoppable on next-gen Madden. So Saquon's a good option. Derrick Henry for sure. Honestly, save your coins, wait for the playoffs and Super Bowl promo to see if some more running backs come out. Pop, what is your reaction to Doug tanking the game? Also, if I have Max Captain DT, who would you place next to him? I'll go back to the second question first. A lot of good defensive tackles out there. I personally use that new Geno Atkins. Warren Sapp, obviously his power-up's really expensive, but I think Warren Sapp 50 card is really good. Fletcher Cox gives you a little more speed. Mean Joe Green, maybe we see Mean Joe Green get a Super Bowl promo upgrade. But if you're going like really cheapest value, Geno Atkins, Fletcher Cox are probably the best, or Warren Sapp without powering up. And Albert Haynesworth is pretty solid as well. The whole Eagles Doug tanking thing, I don't know, man. It's not a big deal to me. I think this stuff happens in the NFL all the time. I think the fact that it was on a primetime game is what's making it a bigger deal than it would have been if both of these teams, if the Giants football team, Dallas, and Eagles all played at 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, and Doug did the same thing, this would not even have been a bigger topic. The fact that it was a primetime game and everybody's watching, and it's the last regular season game of the year, I think it's a bigger deal. Listen, Jalen Hurts was stinking it up that game, and not a lot of people want to admit that, but he absolutely was. He had like a 25 QB rating. I still, personally, if Jalen's supposed to be the future of the Eagles, the future quarterback of the Eagles, I would have left him in. I want to see him in that situation, down 3 in the fourth quarter in a kind of a playoff type game, at least for Washington it was. I personally would have left Hurts in, but also they maintained the stance all week prior or going into the game that Sudfeld was probably going to get some reps, and that's why Carson didn't dress. So it seems like it was a plan. I just think the score of the game is probably what made it look a little weirder, and I would have held off doing it. But if you tell Sudfeld he's probably going to be playing the whole week and taking reps in practice to put him in the game, and then you don't do that, then you wasted a whole week of practice. So I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal as everybody's making it out to seem, and it is what it is at this point. I don't care. Are there any challenges to earn training for a no money spent player? There are not. So if you're referring to like solo challenges to get training, no, I wouldn't expect it. Or at least not right now. I'm sorry. Maybe in the future, but right now, no. Do you think it would be smart to invest in 96 overall Barry Sanders cards? The power-up should be going into packs soon, and that would make them cheaper, which would make the 96 go up. Investing in a 96 overall best running back in the game, that's an expensive investment. I wouldn't risk it at all. That's just, to me, not worth it. And then last question. We got through all of them. Do you think Cam Newton will get an upgrade anytime soon? Brooks, he literally just got a card less than a month ago, so no, he's not gonna. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.